Hi, Brian here with you today, coming to you from BMAX Aerial Visuals. I just wanted to drop a quick review on the Cine sticks that I received last week from a company called Scotty Makes Stuff. Seems that they're based out of Australia. And I just want to go over a few maybe pros and cons to see if they're worth your time and money, which isn't much, to see if you might be interested in getting these or not. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is basically all they came in, was a box, and in that box came, of course, the Cine sticks, some instructions, not much to it, and there was a bag which I've already managed to misplace that had these little red adapters that allow you to place the Cine sticks on the Mavic 2 Pro series controllers. So, like I said, I've already managed to misplace those. Okay, so the basic question on the Cine sticks is, do they actually work? And the short answer is yes, they do, and they actually work very well, I think. I know you can make the argument like, what do you even need these for? If you get really good and well practiced, you should be able to make smooth cinematic shots on your own. Yeah, well, when I made this shot the other morning, I was amped up on about 46 ounces of coffee. So there is no way in hell I'm going to get a smooth and easy shot. There's that. The other thing too is it's just a matter of ease. You get a cinematic shot without a lot of effort. So these things are worth it for that. One of the things that surprised me, like in this shot, I'm 800 feet away and I'm descending at about 1 foot per every couple of seconds, which is something that's very hard to do when you're flying. You're kind of keeping an eye on your altitude and watching things around you, and this was a very smooth landing. I'm not going to say landing because I did stop at a point, but it's just an easier way, a slower way to bring down your drone without as much bumping, you might say. Another thing the Cine sticks will allow you to do is concentrate more on your gimbal movements as well. In this shot, I'm pulling backwards on the right stick, and at the same time I'm pushing my gimbal up, and I'm actually concentrating more on the gimbal than I am on the direction of the drone. So it does make it easier in that sense that you don't have to concentrate as much. So one of the biggest problems I ran into with the Cine sticks, and you'll kind of see that out here in this field test, was the stick itself. After you would move it in any given direction, if you let it go the way you're used to doing, like in the field, just to let your sticks go, it will not recenter the way it should. As you can see in this one, the last position was backwards, and it's showing 21%, whereas it should have been 0. And this can make for some problems when you're trying to slow or stop your drone. And just think for a minute, if you can't stop your drone when you need to, like, you know, that's the emergency thing. You get into a bad situation, you just let go of your sticks, your drone stops. Well, let's just say you're flying over water. Say you're maybe 30, 40, 50 feet over water, and you don't realize that your down stick is still about, maybe 8, 10 degrees sitting in a down position. And you're looking at your drone slowly going into the water, very cinematically though. It's going to go very cinematically, so there is that. But you need to be mindful when you're using these Cine sticks that if you let go, you need to make sure, you need to actually look at them to make sure they're in the center position. If I can show you this, for example, okay, I'm going to get this flat. When I pull back, you can see the bell underneath. And when I let go, there's like a gap there. It just holds that Cine stick in the back position, or whichever position you've actually had it in the last time you had it in that position. And it's going to stay there to some degree, and it's not a good thing. Okay, so in summary, it basically gets down to, would I recommend this product or would I not? And honestly, it's kind of hard to say. The Cine sticks, for the way they're advertised, do work really well. I mean, anybody with any kind of practice can get wonderful cinematic shots without them, but honestly, using them, the cinematic shot is easier to get. The smoothness is incredible. Having said that, like I said, I pointed out some of the cons, but one of the things that I didn't mention earlier was the other night, Sunday night, I was out with some friends downtown flying, and I switched the Cinesticks over to the Air 2S, put the drone up about 2 feet and was not paying attention, and the right stick was about 8 or 10 degrees to the right. My drone started drifting towards some bushes. Luckily I caught it, but in the fact that these Cinesticks move slower, bringing the drone back to where it needed to be without crashing into the bushes was harder than it should have been. So, you know, there's pros and cons with this product. Basically, would I recommend it? Would I not? Right now, I would not. I am going to use these some more. I'm going to get more practice with them. I may do a follow-up review, but it basically comes down to this. This is a $30 product. Do you want a $30 product taking down a $1,000 drone for whatever reason, as I previously mentioned? So there's that. So, but anyway, I hope you got something out of this review. Give it a like or a thumbs up, and hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.